Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Antiheroes Anonymous, or welcome for the first time if it's your first time joining us. I'm Ethan, and I'm the Dungeon Master for this 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons show! Um, I have some announcements and a recap about the story to get to, but before that, Nick, would you care to kick off some player introductions?
Sure. Hi, I'm Nick. I play Sir Thaddeus Hammerlock, the Human Vengeance Paladin.
Hi, I'm Kay. I play Harmony, who's the Tiefling Wild Magic Sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play Zant, who's a human fighter ranger.
And I'm Melissa, and I play Mara, who is a human rogue swashbuckler.
So, we premiere our episodes on YouTube every Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. There goes the sneeze. Here we go. Everybody watch Kay.
I'm watching.
Where was I? Throughout the show, we use a variety of custom items as well as a custom wild magic table, so be aware of that as you're watching. The character portraits, which you'll see on the info cards, were drawn by an artist named Carrie Peach. If you need a refresher on anything that's going on in the campaign, as well as the characters that the players are interacting with, you can check out our campaign wiki on World Anvil. Other than that, you can check the video description for links and information to everything I just mentioned and more, including some links to some Black Lives Matter resources. And then please, if you want to know more about what's going on with us, you can follow us on Twitter at AntiheroesAnon. And then finally, we just hope that you enjoy the show, share it with your friends, and come back to watch some more. So, that recap I talked about. The Antiheroes defeated the Night Hag Mother Midnight in her lair on Malbolg, the 6th layer of the Nine Hells. As soon as they returned to their home plane of Alen'dal, the Starless Knight's followers completed a ritual to free her from her prison in the moon. As a result, magical darkness, began to spread over the entire world, even during the daytime, and strange things lurking in that darkness began to drive people mad. The party traveled to the plane of Arborea, home of the Sisters of the Moon, at the behest of Thaddeus's goddess Esonehen, to see what could be done about this global issue. Ashene, I don't remember which one I said before. One of the sisters, anyways, helped Thaddeus and Harmony find a loophole in the contract with Glacia, resulting in the imp Moloch being permanently transformed into an ancient dragon of reddish hue. The group then received several blessings from the various goddesses and also one other surprise deity, Coralon, who showed up right at the very end, in order to prepare for their confrontation with the Starless Night, the goddess Nasheen, as she is otherwise known. And then they began, or Esonehen pushed them away from the plane of Arborea and back towards their home plane of Alen'dal in order to engage in this final confrontation. So that's where we're going to pick up today. I'm going to just read you a quick little thing, and then we'll get into it.
I would just think of her as leather jacket goddess, by the way, Ethan.
Oh, yeah. That's really her true identity. The goddess of leather jackets. Okay. Right then, I believe in the group of you. Trust in your friends and lean on them to help you, and I'll see you on the other side. As the Sonehen speaks those words, you feel a rush of magic as you are whisked away from your location on Arborea and hurtled with tremendous force back towards Alen'dal. You see dark space rush past you on all sides, tiny streaks of light peppering the void. Stars from countless other worlds, you realize. You seem to be traveling for quite some time before around yourselves you begin to see and hear forms and voices of people. People you know, people you love, friends and allies who have helped you along your journey up to this point. First, you see the smiling face of a burly dwarf woman. All right there, lads and lassies, you're in for a big in, but never you fear. I'll be right there to help you keep the little ones off you, says Nazria's voice as you whoosh past. And as soon as she's out of sight, you see and hear Mandus, and he speaks and says, Harmony, Zant, you've accomplished so much since you were the lost little group I took in for the night back in Ravenmoor. I really couldn't be more proud to call you my friends. And as soon as he says it, he whooshes past too, and Mandus's face as well is lost to the stars. After him come numerous faces like Charlie, Valiance, Comico, Gloriana, Corey, Vriz, Cial, Discord, Anton. You see the faces of all these friends and allies you met along the way, and each of them has words of encouragement for the group of you as you hurtle towards your final foe. And with that, there is a final lurch of motion, and your vision ceases its constant spinning. You get a look around you, and you find yourself standing upon a pockmarked surface of white stone, a chunk of moon rock cast away from the surface of that celestial body and hanging suspended in space. Dozens of other small asteroids litter the space around you, and you can see the massive form of the moon in the distance, an inky black absence of light streaming from its center and blanking the spherical planet far below. But despite the outlandish nature of the sight before your eyes, it is the figure who stands in the center of the circle that your group has formed who draws your attention. A tall, purple-skinned elvish woman with immaculate yet somehow askew features stares at the group of you. Her starry dress hangs from one shoulder, and her unkempt hair gives her a wild aspect. But it is her eyes, or rather the cold black pools of darkness where her eyes ought to be, that convince you that the woman before you is none other than Nasheen, sister to Asanahin, and the embodiment of madness. She casts her eyes about the group of you for a brief moment before the sound of hundreds of beating wings erupt in the distance. You see hordes of twisted angel-like forms streaming from the hole in the center of the moon towards where the group of you stand. Just before they begin to descend on your position, you hear Asanahin's voice shout, "Now!" And numerous streaks of gleaming moonlight pierce the veil of darkness that shrouds Alen'dal and rise up at lightning speed to intercept the horde of aberrant angels. Each of those lights then coalesces into the form of one of your friends and allies, and every single one of them raises a battle cry before flying towards their foes. As this chaotic scene unfolds, Nasheen speaks quietly to the group of you, drawing your attention back to her as she speaks in a voice that ripples with hints of madness. "My dear family, do you really believe our ritual is destined to fail? Have you no faith that we might truly ascend to godhood? Oh, Asanahin," and as she says that, she looks directly at Thaddeus. "Am I truly judged so poorly that you must strike against me with your own sword? Hinasin warned me you might, and look, she was right. Fine, so be it. I will drown you in the depths of your own minds, and then Hinasin and I will stand over your lifeless corpses, and we will ignite the sparks of divinity within ourselves." And with that, let's roll initiative. And I will move you guys over to the proper Roll20 map.
Oh, geez. That's pretty cool.
I don't know if it was that intro or just the occasion or if it's cold, but I am shivering.
Probably a combination of the three.
Need to zoom out a little bit. Ethan, I was going to ask, so when we went to Arborea, did we get the benefits of like recharging all of our spent charges and stuff?
So that's a good question. You all would be fully replenished on every single thing you have.
Could
You're
I
going to
have
get completely fresh?
Could I have used the Guardian of Nature before we left?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So when Zant arrives, you would have that sort of tigerish aspect.
Yeah. Cool. Also, did you send the stats for our stuff that we got? Our upgraded stuff?
I did not, but let's take a moment to go over that
Okay.
once we get initiative,
Great.
because I have handouts on Roll20 to sort of show you.
Okay.
All right, so I have initiative for your foe. Harmony, what did you get?
13.
And Thaddeus?
Thaddeus got a good old Thaddeus 4.
Nice. Zant?
9.
Ooh. Mara?
What?
14, I think. Right?
14.
Yeah.
15, okay.
Wow, we did great, guys.
And Byako? I'm going to put Byako with
That's
Zant,
fine.
because
If you didn't
that
want
always
to,
makes
he
it
got a
easier.
4, but you can put him on 9 too if you want.
Yeah, we'll keep him with you. And then
Sure.
I'm also going to put Lulu with Thaddeus, if that's all right.
Lulu got a 9, but I think it's better that
Oh,
they
that's
together.
interesting because Byako and Lulu flipped Like Yakko was with Thaddeus and Lulu was with Zant. Anyways.
That's funny.
All right, that's the initiative, so I will take that. So, you mentioned information about your blessings, so I will show that handout to you. I will go over that first. If you look in your Roll20 journals, you should see that. There's information listed out for each of you, but I'll run through it real quick because it's probably too small for viewers at home to read.
No, it looks okay actually.
Yeah, I'll go through it. So for Thaddeus, for the duration of this battle, your aura extends to all creatures of your choice that you can see. So you'll see I've removed your aura on the map because it just extends to all of your party for the most part. When you use Divine Smite during this battle, up to 3 times, you can choose to just maximize the damage instead of rolling. And that's Thaddeus' bonuses. For Mara, Fujin and Raijin permanently become +3 weapons, which we talked about. That adds to your bonus to attack and your damage rolls. And then when you use Sneak Attack during this battle, you can choose to maximize the damage instead of rolling, and you can do that up to 5 times. Mara gets to do it a few more times because of balancing reasons. Zant, you can, instead of using ammunition, you can fire projectiles of light, like the compass bow used to be able to do. And these magical light arrows can dispel a single area of magical darkness instead of doing damage. When you hit with an attack during the battle, you can choose to maximize the attack's damage instead of rolling, and you can use that for up to 5 individual attacks. And then for Harmony, as I said before, you can concentrate on 2 spells at once, and you make Constitution saves for those separately if you need to make a concentration check. And then during this battle, you can choose to inflict disadvantage on one of her saving throws against your spells up to 3 times. So those are your abilities. The other thing is you have a ton of different allies that you get to call to your aid if you want. So we'll go over that as well. So I'll show you the reinforcements handout. And you have a lot more options than you did before because you have a lot of different allies to work with. Some of them are the same. You've got allies who can just, or any ally can use the help action if you want that. You also have sort of small damage attacks and big damage attacks. You have some healing spells, some arcane buffs. One thing to note about the arcane buffs is that even if the spell has a duration, it just ends at the end, or what did I say here? Until the start of your next turn. So it's a 1-turn thing. You have some allies who can give you Bardic Inspiration. You have allies who can bring you across the battlefield to different locations. And then Gavin has a very special action there at the end, which I think will come in handy for your ultimate plan. Which is that he can, if the Starless Knight is injured a certain amount, Gavin can use his connection to decrease her charisma saving throws. And I think that's all the information you need. But before we get into this, do you have any questions about all of that?
I have a question. Is the Great Bow still +0?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Zach.
It's okay.
Get inspiration.
Okay. Are we ready?
I think so.
So how much of the map is in like darkness, or is it basically visible?
Everything is visible for the
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
What's the area that I can negate with the attacks?
Any area of magical darkness, which will become important.
They're like
as
a
this battle goes on.
predefined. Okay. I wasn't sure if I could just remove a surface area of darkness, or if there's like blobs that I have to target or
There
something.
will be, so yes, I guess spoilers, there will be magical darkness at play during this fight, and the bow can dispel it.
Okay.
Okay. In which case, she actually has the first move because she rolled a 17. And she is going to, right out of the gate, begin casting a spell.
Do I know what the spell is?
Yeah, same.
You guys can roll Arcana checks if you want.
I got a 7.
Ooh, I got much higher than that. Mine is 23.
That's exactly what you needed.
Wow.
So you would have never witnessed this spell before, but you can intuit the nature of the magic based on your sorceress ability, and you know that it is a powerful darkness-based spell with other effects tied to it as well, perhaps in nature relating to like madness and insanity, that sort of thing. A spell called Maddening Darkness.
Okay, then I will, yeah, I'll counterspell it.
Okay. Go
I'm
ahead
trying
and
to
roll
figure
that
out what level. Probably just a normal 3rd level. So, sorry, it's a d20 and then I add just my
Just your
Con
charisma bonus.
or my charisma mod to it.
Unless you want to choose to take inspiration at this point.
Unless I want to choose to take inspiration.
It's one of the ally actions we can do.
Well, no, because I can Tides of Chaos, which is what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Right? Because is it an ability check that I can Tides of Chaos?
Yeah, ability. I think you can Tides of Chaos almost anything you want.
Tides of
like
check.
ability check, attack roll.
Attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Well, I was wondering if this counted as an ability check.
Yeah, it's an ability check.
Okay. You know what? You are in the way. There we go. Ooh, much better. So that's an 18.
And the DC you need is 10 plus the level of the spell. So yes, you managed to counterspell that ability or that spell that she is trying to use. Darkness begins to leak from the palm of her hand as she is casting this spell, but you reach out and with your magic, with a sort of a rainbow burst of light, repress that darkness, and her spell fizzles. Then as part of casting that spell, even though it didn't go off, she gets to do this other thing, which I will do. Just need to get something from another screen on Roll20. Here we go. And she'll put one on Lulu too. Why not? So these areas of magical darkness, even though the main effect of her spell is counterspelled, some of this darkness still leaks out from her hands and forms these lasting spheres, these globes of darkness that just engulf you. Thaddeus, as a point, because you have true sight, you can actually see through the darkness, no problem. But everyone else, it obscures your vision and you find yourselves blinded.
What about blind sense? Does it work?
It would work. So yeah, you can still see within the range of your blind sense, for sure. Okay. Let's see. Then I think that is her turn. So that means it's Mara's turn. And Mara, at the start of your turn, I need you to make 2 saving throws. One of them is a wisdom saving throw. And the other one is another wisdom saving throw. So 2 wisdom saving throws.
With advantage.
Yep.
Heroes Feast.
Wait, what was the roll
Oh,
on that?
did everyone add 14 hit points, by the way,
No,
to
but
their
thank you.
Oh,
their maximum HP from
14.
the
Good
Heroes
reminder.
Feast? Yeah, I rolled it off camera, but that's
Okay.
what I rolled. Yep, we are immune to poison and being frightened. We are wisdom saving throws have advantage. I believe that's it, right?
How did Mara do?
okay. Working on it. Sorry. Okay, so I have to roll 4 of them. Ooh. Okay, so the best 2, 19, and it's wisdom,
And you get the
which is
+5
plus-
bonus.
which is +8 plus 5 then.
Wow.
So it's plus 13. Okay. Okay, so I got a 28 and a 22.
28 and a 22. Okay. Well, you pass the first saving throw. The first thing that you have to contend with as you start to act in this fight is you realize that being close to this creature is affecting your mind. Something about its very presence is trying to take some measure of control over your mind, but you shrug off that effect. The
Okay.
second thing that you have to contend with is the darkness itself, because as you're within the darkness, you begin to hear whispers and strange slithering or sloshing sounds that are not and cannot be in this area, but you still hear them and perceive them nonetheless. This one, you take 13 points of psychic damage, and I need you to roll a D100 for me.
Okay, 13. D100. Okay. Come here, baby. I rolled a 70.
70. Okay, let's see what happens on a 70. You start to see things, just things that should not be present there. Like you start to see in the distance, like it's as if space begins to ripple into waves, like an ocean, and you see sailing ships out on there, and you realize that the ship that you're seeing is the Mary Natalie, and it doesn't make any sense. You start having vivid hallucinations and have disadvantage on ability checks until the I think start of your next turn. Let me double check. Yes, until the start of your next turn.
So does that mean they're normal then? Because of Heroes Feast.
Heroes
counteract?
Feast is wisdom saving throws.
Oh, wisdom
Yes,
saving throw.
yeah.
Oh, ability
Yeah.
checks. Okay.
So
Disadvantage
this
on
would be like
check.
stealth checks and perception checks and things like that. Okay, now you can take your turn as normal.
Okay. I have reliable talent. Okay. All right. Well, let's throw up and then let's see what she'll do.
Mara's
Okay,
just gonna
let's-
throw up.
Throw it. Ah, it's in space too. So woo! All right. So
I don't think you'd get sneak attack unless you go up to her, because I don't think anyone else is next to her.
so do I risk running up to her to get sneak attack?
If you do that, you
Um,
can leave without provoking an OA.
That's true. That's true. I can go back. So yeah, let's. Where am I? Am I right here? All right. Can't tell how far away to be, but we'll just say I'm getting close.
And that moves you out of the darkness as well.
All right. Alrighty. So let's see if I hit. Turn my page.
She's tall, but is she basically a medium creature?
Yes, she is. Mhm.
So I got a 27 to hit.
That will hit, yes, without question.
Plus 1d4. Where did I put them? There you are. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I can.
Do you want to use the
Let's-
ability
let's-
right away?
Oh,
You've got
man.
5.
Do it, because I got 5 of them. I'll mark one off. Let's try it. Woo! I don't have to roll.
How much damage is it then?
So it's I got 11 d6s plus a d4 plus 5 plus 3.
75,
Right.
No,
78.
plus 2.
Just
Plus
the sneak
2.
attack that is maximized, though.
Oh, just the sneak attack. So it's 11 d4. I mean d8.
66.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
D8.
D6. D6. Sorry, I can't talk
So
right now.
66 is the sneak
66.
attack.
Okay.
Plus a modifier of 7 plus a d4 roll.
Okay, so I have to roll the d4. Okay. Ah, max damage. Plus 4.
Did you even have to roll to
No.
begin with? That's the question. So
Uh,
what does that put it to?
77.
77.
77. Okay, dang.
Damn.
How does that
Mara,
look as
Packing a
you
punch.
plunge the dagger into her for the first strike? As you do so, darkness begins to leak out. But what does it look like? What does Mara do?
So Mara will be in her fashion, like she is acrobatic, and I think she'll probably, since we're in space, do a tumble to get to her, and then jab her, and then tumble back. Ah!
Cool. Mhm.
Nice.
And yeah, I mean, you're in space, but gravity is only a little bit lighter, so it seems like you're able to, for the most part, move normally. But you are a little bit floatier. So you kind of, as you jump and tumble, you do, kind of get a little bit more air than you'd expect as you leap. Alrighty. Anything else from Mara that you want to do?
I moved back, and I think that's good for now.
All right then, Harmony.
Yeah, so my question is, how far is it to like these other rocks?
So it looks like that one is about 5 feet from you, and the next one beyond it is 5 feet from that. And all of you can hop 5 feet easily. I don't even
Okay,
have to
so
check
I'd be
your
able to
ones.
like stepping stone over.
If anything is farther than like 5 feet, we'd need to check like jump distances and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But 5 feet, especially with the slightly reduced gravity, you can easily make that jump.
Yeah, because it was either jumping across or using transport to move, but I think I'm gonna jump across since it's only 5 feet.
Before you do that, I need you to make 2 wisdom saving throws. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Okay, so the first one is, God, that's probably gonna fail. 18, and the second one's lower.
Okay.
The plus 5.
Even with the plus 5, yeah,
Oof.
yeah.
Well, the good news
The
is
second one was
Nasheen has kind of screwed herself
16.
over because the first roll, the one that is the maddening presence that surrounds her and tries to take control of your mind, would charm you. But then the next one, and it does, you are charmed by her, and then there's a secondary effect. But the second one deals damage to you. So you get another chance to re-roll that one if you want. So you take 13 psychic damage, and then you can re-roll the first saving throw because you were damaged by Nasheen while charmed.
Okay.
She shot herself in the foot here.
It's only a little bit. It's only a little bit better. 20, dirty 20.
20. Okay. In which case, I do need you to roll a D100, and also a D10.
Oh my gosh. Okay, slow down. D100. 56. D10. 7.
Okay. The effect that takes over your brain is that you are charmed by Nasheen, giving you the charmed condition, which as a base effect, Gosh, sorry, she's complicated. You cannot attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. And that's the only one that is relevant right now. And then the secondary effect of the charm is that you are confused. So you rolled a 7 on the d10. The creature must use its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. There is no creature within its reach, so you unfortunately can do nothing with this turn. However, I will let you hop away if you want to.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
You just can't use your action to really do anything.
Can I? Okay, so I'll hop 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like there. Actually there. And so I was forced to use my action to attack, right?
There
But
was
I
no one
can't.
next to you to attack, so.
But does that mean I still have my action, or because there was no one to attack?
Yeah, it says.
Or would I be compelled to run up to someone and attack them?
No, it says if there's no creature within reach, then the creature does nothing. So,
Okay,
just
so I
basically
can't even.
You can't use an action,
I
unfortunately.
can't even use meta magic to give myself a.
Is that a bonus action? Because then, sure.
Yeah, I mean, I can cast a spell as a bonus action using quick
Oh, I see.
spell.
Yeah, sure. Get around.
That's what I'm saying. Like, would I be able to do that, or am I just completely like boned because?
No,
I'm
I would say do
confused?
it. Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to quicken spell and cast Crown of Stars. So I've got the halo of stars. And speaking of which, I forgot to describe before we came into battle, I changed how the fragment of balance looks.
Right.
I kept forgetting that I need to actually tell you guys what it looks like now. But so before we left Arborea, I focused on it for a second. And instead of having like the very similar to Chaos Amulet looking necklace, it kind of spreads into this kind of net of crystals that are made out of like prism crystals. So in the light, they shine like rainbows across here. And then there are a few crystals on my cheekbones and dangling from my horns, like in really delicate kind of draping threads. And then I have on my head a halo crown made of thicker halo crystals just coming out like in a starburst shape around my head. It's all just sparkly and rainbow. So that's what my fragment of balance looks like. And now I've got these rainbow colored star-like motes floating around my head in a circle.
I mean, you're like a decoration all by yourself.
It helps her to balance.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
And she needs it.
I am a beacon of rainbow light now. Yeah, and so, yeah, I wanted to check Crown of Stars. Yeah, it's not concentration. Cool. So that's that. I can't do anything else.
Yep, that was an unfortunate set of rolls.
I hate this.
I'm sorry.
My wisdom is like one of my lowest saving throws, so I'm just boned.
At least you had advantage on them. So that's it for Harmony. At the end of Harmony's turn, she begins to cast another spell.
Do I recognize it?
Well, you don't. Well, I guess you would have your reaction back.
And I can
roll
see.
A check. Yeah, roll a check.
Yeah, I have my reaction back.
I can't see, right? Or am I? It's not my turn, so I'm not blinded yet? Or am I blinded immediately?
Oh,
you are blinded immediately.
Okay.
I forgot how Fragment of Balance works with Tides of Chaos. Did everybody just die? That was a very long silence.
It works such that unless you have Tides of Chaos, then Wild Magic never triggers. But if you've used Tides of Chaos and cast
okay, so Wild Magic triggers because I used it before.
Well, let's see what happens then.
It triggers when I cast Crown of Stars. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I can roll twice still, right?
Yeah, I think you can roll 3 times.
Oh yeah. Is that every time? Sorry, I didn't pull up the item.
That is every time. Yep.
Every time I can roll 3 times now. Cool.
Our magic guys are great now, but they're also very complicated.
Level 20. Wow. Okay. I rolled a 55 and then a 65, and I was like, am I going to get a 75? No, it's a 16. 16. Or 55. Or 65. Oof, not 65. Yeah, I think I'll go with 16.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. So at the end of each of your turns for the next minute. So yeah, I'm gonna mark you here so that we can remember that. But Harmony at the end of her turn turns invisible.
And my check to recognize the spell was only a 16.
Let's see. So that is not quite enough.
Oh, I can't check. That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna save counterspell though. So.
Okay. In which case,
Is Zant gonna try? Because Harmony is not.
I can't see.
Oh, you can't see. That's right.
Or else I would have.
So the spell that she casts, I need Thaddeus to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, I got advantage here. Let's see. It's a 26 to it.
That does do it.
Nice.
So, yeah, you feel, you actually see this crown of like darkness forming above your head as she casts the Crown of Madness spell. But with your force of will, you retain control over your mind, and you are safe. Okay, then it is Xant's turn because that was a legendary action. Xant, I need those 2 Wisdom saving.
Oh boy, I love Wisdom saves. All right, here we go. First one is a 17.
Okay, so let's deal with this one at a time.
rolling
This
with
is the one
advantage?
where you are charmed
I did.
by her, and under the effects of confusion. So I need you to roll a d10.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay. Yep. You don't move or take actions on this turn.
Super.
And then what was the second Wisdom saving throw?
Let's do that one too. That's a 25.
This one you pass,
Great.
and I think nothing happens. Yep.
Okay.
So
Can't move or take actions. So I will sit pretty. Byakko has to do the same stuff, I'm guessing?
he does. Yep.
Okay. Come on, Byakko. Your wisdom is greater than mine. Is it? It is. All right. Byakko got a 29 on the first one.
Oh yeah. So he passes, and then the
Dirty
second one.
29. And the second one is a, oh my gosh.
Why is Byakko the best character?
Hang on, guys. Let me show you what I rolled here. Can you see this? I got 2 natural 20s.
Oh dang.
Yeah, there's a little glary, but yeah, he passed the second one.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, Byakko is free to take his turn as he wishes.
Okay, Byakko just like doesn't even care. So I had a question. Can he still do his? Because we're on like solid ground, right? So he can still pounce and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's gonna back up if he needs to, and then pounce at.
I think he's got the run up distance he
Machine.
needs.
Yeah, if not, he has enough movement to back up a little bit and go. So he will do that. And we can step out of these darkness clouds, right? They don't follow us.
Mm-hmm.
They're just placed on the
You can
map.
step out of them.
And these are the ones I can dispel, or are they different
Yep.
ones?
These are some of the ones you can dispel.
And my dispelling is an action, right? It's attack.
One of your attacks.
I see.
Not your entire.
But I can't do it because I can't take actions. Okay, cool. So Byakko's gonna do his.
Between you and Thaddeus, we still have 3 of the ally actions to use.
That's true.
That's a good point.
So we could do a big attack that's worth 2 actions.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
This might be really metagamey, but could we transport someone before they roll for the saves?
Yeah, I mean you can do it at any point in your
So
turn.
we can like transport Thaddeus right now away from the darkness.
You could use yours to transport Thaddeus. That's
I don't
perfectly
care about
valid.
the darkness. I'm like one of the characters who just like the darkness doesn't affect me at all.
I would have done that.
I think
but
he's
I just
more
realized
worried
it
about
right
the 2
now.
wisdom saves.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you can see through the darkness,
Yeah.
but you're still subject to.
You
the
still could get charmed and do whatever. So I would do that to myself, but it's already too late. So We can do it to you. Just to kind of shift you 5 feet or something, so you can not have to roll the saves.
Yeah, that might be good.
Okay, let's do that. So
So
we
who
will.
do you call out to
Oh,
get someone to come pick up Thaddeus?
let's call out to Charlie and have Charlie help Thaddeus out.
All right, you call out to
Good
Charlie,
old
who
Charlie.
happens to be basically your allies are. If they don't have wings, they seem to have some magical ability that when they step, a platform of moonlight is created under their feet. So Charlie
That's
doesn't
cool.
have natural ability to fly, but he comes galloping in your direction on these platforms of moonlight that just form under each of his hooves. And he comes running up to Thaddeus and he says, "Hop on!"
And Thaddeus does.
and allows you to swing up by his horn onto his back. And where would you like to go?
Just take me right up to good old Nasheen.
So he basically just runs by and allows you to grab the horn and kind of swing up and around and just kind of sidestep out of the darkness really quick.
Sweet.
Cool.
Sorry, I thought that the wisdom saves came from being close to Nashi, not from being in the darkness.
One of them does. One is from the
Oh, I
darkness.
see.
Okay, because I thought the whole point was to get you out, back away from her. But
I've got to come up to her eventually to hit her.
but you don't have to start your turn there.
Yeah, if that's how the effect works.
Okay.
Never mind then, gosh.
Hi, Blitzcrank.
Okay.
So Byako's attack. So his first attack is a. Just had his sheet and I dropped it. 30. Dirty 30.
Yeah, that hits for sure.
And then if she can be knocked prone, she has to make a DC 18 strength saving throw.
She certainly can.
Oh, well.
And you said DC 18?
Yeah,
She's prone.
great. So I'll make this next one an advantage. That is a 27 to hit.
Yes.
I'm guessing Nasheen is not a fiend.
Nope.
Or
She is currently a fae.
I asked this before, but my thing is not fae, right? It's spirits.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I will not get extra damage on minor Byako's attacks. Okay. So I'll do 2 of these guys. So that is 15 damage from the 2 attacks.
And she is prone.
And she is prone. And that is Byako's and my turn.
It's good for me.
Okay.
She's gonna be
um,
prone to all sorts of things soon.
At the end of Byako's turn,
Mm-hmm.
she will use an ability of hers. She transforms into a cloud of swirling darkness. And let's see, where can she go with this? She teleports over to here.
Cool. Is it clear if the charm effect is going to wear off on its own, or is it something we have to save for every turn?
That's unclear at this point.
I see.
Yep.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay, then Byako as well. Thaddeus, you
I,
are you're out of the darkness, so you have no saves at the start of your turn.
I would actually like to do Big Lulu's turn first.
Okay. She does have a save at the top of her turn.
Let's see, what is her saving throw for wisdom? The first one is 28.
Okay, so she passes. Yep, she's good to take her turn as intended.
Okay.
Well,
And
she
the
only has to
second
make one.
Oh, the only one? Oh, because she's only in darkness. She's nowhere near.
She's
Okay, cool.
outside of Nasheen's aura for being close to her.
Sweet.
So it's just the darkness.
Okay. I think she is going to go up to Thaddeus then. And let me see what the range of the spell is. It is touch. So I think she reaches out with her trunk and pokes Thaddeus and casts protection from good and evil on him.
That's a good move. Because that one prevents charm effects, right?
It does.
Good. Okay. Anything else for Lulu?
Nope, that's it for Lulu.
And then it is Thaddeus.
Yeah. Is Thaddeus can just fly over here because he's got a 60-foot
Mhm.
flight speed.
As you enter that area, you do need to make a wisdom saving throw for Thaddeus.
Okay.
I saw Kay saying I was right there.
It's a 24.
That's pass. So you're good.
Sweet.
I said, yep, buddy.
And I think that so what I was trying to ask was, is she still prone?
She is indeed
Okay.
still prone. She teleported prone.
Cool. So in that case, Thaddeus is going to use his bonus action to change his sword's judgment
What
type
is that?
to free.
Sounds so silly. She
She's
Just one
Superman
of
dove
those
from the
weird
ground.
things about D&D. You know, she's on the ground, she turns into shadow, and when she reappears, she can't not be on the ground because
Yeah, you gotta use movement, half your
Yep.
movement to stand up. It's just a thing in D&D. Yeah, so Thaddeus is going to make 2 attacks at advantage, and he's got the thing now. And I think he is going to be joined by Zariel here,
cool.
using those last 2 reinforcements for this turn.
To do the big attack,
Yeah.
is it?
Okay, so let's see. This is a dirty 20 to hit.
This is Thaddeus's attack?
Yeah.
She casts a spell as a reaction.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anyone wants to counterspell it, but it is clearly shield. I think all of you would recognize it. Nope. Okay. Then yes, that misses.
Second one's way better. It's a dirty 30.
That hits.
Okay. And then let's see. Zariel's attack is also it's going to be a 27.
That will also hit, even with the shield.
Okay. Someone want to roll 4d10 plus damage while I roll my own? What am I even doing on this thing? I'm going to put a 3rd level smite on that.
I thought I rolled 3 9s there for a second, but it's 2 9s and a 6.
That's still really good.
It's still really good. So
Okay.
28 plus whatever. This was for Zariel, right?
Yeah.
So plus 5. 19, 28 plus 5, 33 from damage from Zariel.
Wait, 29 plus 5?
No,
24.
no, 28 plus 5.
Oh, 28. Okay.
Thaddeus' attack does. Ooh, bad rolls. 37 damage.
As you come flying this direction, she looks dead at you and says, "Esanahen, my sister, why? We were going to be gods together." And then you swing at her with one of the attacks, and she brings up a shield and blocks it. And then, what does it look like when you call out to Zariel and swing in with the other attack?
I think it's almost like Thaddeus intended for the first one to be blocked, and he's like, and like he and Zariel are working in concert. So he strikes and she blocks, and then Zariel comes in and takes the opportunity while she's engaged with Thaddeus and hits her again, and like then
Nasheen
Nasheen
turns a
spins
little bit.
around, and then Thaddeus gets his second swipe in.
And then as this happens, Zariel just says, "Go, Thaddeus. Do what you need to do." And then she flies off to engage with another one of these aberrant angels that is ever surrounding this battlefield.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
That's a good turn. Okay. At the top of the round, on Nasheen's turn, she begins to, her skin, like her form begins to ripple and change. and you watch as she begins to swell in size until she is much larger than an elven figure should be. And in fact, she, as she takes on this form, she was prone, she was lying on the ground, but like 6 massive wings of moonlight erupt from her back. And as they do, her form levitates up and she rights herself as she transforms from the Archfey queen that she was into the deity that she was meant to be. So I need the second stat block here. Nasheen deity. Okay. Having just been attacked by Thaddeus multiple times, Nasheen will look to one of these motes of darkness, the one that was on top of Lulu, reach out a hand towards it, and it comes flying towards her and forms into this dark scimitar in her hand, and she will attack Thaddeus with it twice. So let's
She's
see.
got disadvantage on all these attacks.
So she does.
If she's a celestial.
She is a celestial now.
All right, then she has disadvantage on all these attacks.
Oh, it's a good thing too. It's a good thing. She rolled really badly on the first attack. For an 18 to hit.
It misses.
And the second attack is a 21.
I'll shield that one.
Okay. And that, let me make sure that's it for her actual turn. That is it for her actual turn in this form. Cool. Then it is Mara's turn. Let me see, Mara, are you in any darkness at all?
Well, I moved and I didn't mean to put myself back in it if I did.
Looks like you did, so I'll just move you out because I thought you were out of the darkness.
And I don't know if I can fly or not right now because we transported.
Well, when did you cast Fly on yourself? It would have been back in Arborea before you met Asanahin. So yeah, it would have ended. But you can recast it because everything is replenished.
Okay. I will cast fly then. And
I mean, I'm not saying don't cast fly, but you can use an action to transport yourself.
Yeah, you can call on somebody to pull you over there, and then you can use your action to attack or whatever.
Yeah, do you need to fly somewhere?
well, I was going to fly over closer
Okay.
so that I didn't have to use one of those.
But you could fly, and then you'd be able to fly the whole time. You just would lose your action this time. It's up to you.
But I have a bonus action, so
You can't attack with your bonus action if you didn't use your main action to attack, though.
oh, and I can't cast another spell either, can I? With a bonus action, I can't. Okay. Well, I'd still rather be flying, so I'm going to go ahead and cast it anyway.
Okay.
And so then I'll move over here on the other side of Harmony, I think.
Okay. And Harmony was actually invisible there because of her wild magic.
But I have blind sense.
Yeah, but as you fly past, you can see her just briefly.
Okay. So I'll back up. Whoa, there you are. There she is.
Tire screeching noises as you come to a stop.
Sparkly head.
And then do you have attacks you want to make? Or what do you want to do?
Oh, I thought that was my action.
Yeah, she cast fly.
Oh,
so
that's
she
right.
doesn't
She
have
casts Fly.
attacks.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so that's
So
it
I'm good.
for Mara. At the end of your turn, let's see. The best thing for her to do here would be oh, I know what she'll do. She's going to flapped all 6 of those wings and needs to make an attack at Thaddeus as she does so. This is pretty decent roll. I think she gets plus with her wings. 26.
Yeah, I can't shield that one.
Okay.
I mean, I already cast shield, but that's still
Yeah.
hits.
Thaddeus takes.
That was a disadvantage?
It was a disadvantage.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
She rolled pretty high on both dice, fortunately. So you take 15 points of bludgeoning damage as these wings hit you, and then 13 points of radiant damage as each one of them erupts with this searing moonlight. And then she is going to fly without
much radiant
provoking
damage was that?
opportunity attacks. Let's see, how much was it? 13.
Okay, so that's half down to 6.
And she
And
will
then-
fly.
And then I don't get opportunity attacks here.
Yeah, she does not provoke the opportunity
Okay.
attacks. So she flies down to this point here.
Okay.
And that's her legendary action. So it is Harmony's turn. And I need you to make a...
You know what, though? If she attacked me, I can attack back. So I'm going to
That
do
you
that.
can do, indeed. Except for you use shield.
Oh, good point, good point.
Not the last time though.
Right.
Right.
Hold on. Let me go back through the... Let's see. You used shield against her attack, against her scimitars. So yeah, you still don't have it back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Harmony, I need you to make, this time it's not wisdom, I don't think. It's... Oh, it still is wisdom. A wisdom saving throw.
Is this because I'm in her aura again?
It is because you're in her aura again.
Am I still confused?
No, that effect ends at the
Okay.
top of her turn. Or
Wow, her aura
the
is
top
pretty
of your
big.
turn.
She moved next to you.
I know she moved down, but I'm like 20 feet away from her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as big as
That's a
Thaddeus'
big-
aura right now. His is like the universe.
Fucking
It's like Sonahan's a creature I want. and-
kidding me right now? Yeah, that's gonna be a fail. That's a 17.
Okay. You basically, as she flies here, she is shrouded in radiant moonlight. And you take 33 points of radiant damage
Oh shoot.
and are blinded.
Oh no.
Yep.
It's
And
not as bad as
unlike
confused.
the confusion effect, this one lasts a minute or until you save against it. So that one will continue to affect you.
Blinded by the light.
But other than that, you can take your
Okay.
turn.
You could also get rid of this right now.
Thanks for stealing my thunder, dude.
Sorry.
He's trying to
'cause-
help.
Lesser restoration cures blindness, right?
Yep, it should.
All right, so I'll call out to Eli. This will use 2, but we haven't used any yet. So yeah, I'll call out to Eli and be like, Eli, I can't see anything.
Okay. And you see a tiny dot of light off in the middle of the battle. He was like firing like lightning bolts and storm spells at these aberrant creatures. And he hears you call out to him and he says, "All right, Harmony, I'll be right there. Hold on." And he zooms back across this way with his little angel wings, and then taps you on the shoulder as he flies by and just says, "Go get him." And then he kind of tumbles onward and goes to fight with more of these aberrant angels. And you
Thank
are cured of
you.
your blindness.
All right.
Sweet.
Then I'm gonna crack my fingers and say, all right, bitch, let's get this started. And I'm going to, let's see. What do I want to do? I think I'm gonna first back up a little bit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go hop on this stone right there. Stay there.
The middle stone there. Yep,
Yep.
sounds good.
Does that feel like I'm out of that kind of icky feeling if I go that far, or do I need to move farther?
You're out of her radiant aura. Yep.
Okay.
In this
and
one,
then-
it's not like she's trying to seize control of your mind. It's just blinding light, basically.
Right, okay, so I'll back away from the blinding light and I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay.
Old Faithful.
Old Faithful. You've definitely got the ability to get just her.
And I'm not gonna change. It's just gonna be fire. It's just gonna be 3rd level. That's what I'm doing. So I think that's just 8d6. I think.
Unless
Yeah,
you get a 6.
Maybe.
What is your spell save DC? She rolls a 23.
My spell save is a 24.
Okay. Yeah.
So good.
Full damage to deity version Nasheen.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I rolled 3 1s, so those are going to be 2s because of my fire thingamabobber. And then I did roll a couple of 6s, so I do get to add a d6 to this. Another 1, so that's another 2. Okay, let's do this. 10, 20, 32 fire damage.
Okay. It does not seem like she has any resistance to that, so she takes it all.
Excellent.
32, you said?
Yes, 32.
I think that's above
And I-
average.
Did use
Hmm.
movement, so I believe I will not turn invisible. But that's okay, because I'm just going to stay here and I'm not going to shoot one of my motes at her yet, because I see how brightly she's shining and I'm worried that it wouldn't affect her. So I'm just going to wait.
Okay.
Is it clear if the confusion is from the clouds or from it was from her aura, right?
The confusion was from her aura, yes.
Hmm.
The clouds are a slightly different thing.
Can you transport me out of the cloud before my turn?
I already used my action to cure my blindness.
We can't do more
Yes.
than one.
No, everybody gets 1.
Ah, I see.
Okay. Well, was there anything else on Harmony's turn, or is that it for Harmony?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. In that case, she coalesces the moonlight around her form into a bead within her hands, and then full on Kamehameha, she just launches it forward in a 10-foot line originating from this space here. So it's going to shoot forward and get Harmony, Byakko, and Zant, because it's from her little foot spot. So I need the 3 of you to make dexterity saving throws.
And it's magical effect.
It is certainly a magical effect. It is magical divine moonlight.
Because I'm blinded, I think I just fail. If it requires, no, that's ability checks. So, it doesn't say that I don't get
26.
anything. Huh? Okay. This is dexterity.
Yes, dexterity.
Get your +5.
20 on Zant.
So Zant does not quite get it.
23 on Byakko.
And Byakko does not quite get it.
Okay.
How did I roll higher on dex than you?
I rolled really bad. But my dex
so
on Zant isn't that good. So
the full damage is 28 cold damage and 28 radiant damage. So half of that would be 28 total, unless Harmony, you have some resistances.
I resist cold damage.
Okay, so you would take.
And I passed.
Down to 7, and then 14. So you'd take 21 instead of 28.
And that's because I passed. 20.
Yep.
21. Okay.
wait, what was the total damage?
28 cold and 28 radiant.
So 56 for me.
Yep.
On both.
As this massive blast of moonlight just launches forward and gets
I hate
the
it.
group of you. So that was Harmony. That was the legendary actions. Then it is Zant's turn, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Great. All right, come on this time. Okay, that's better. That's a 24.
That passes. So no effect.
I'm free! I can do something! Okay, so I can do my turn as normal?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, let's do this. So I'm moving, first and foremost. I can get all the way over here. I'm just going to push myself over there, jumping and skipping around. And Nashina's flying right now, right?
Yep.
So if you didn't have the ability to fly, you just wouldn't be able to get to her.
Yeah, for the
Okay.
moment.
When you casted fly, you didn't cast on anyone else, did you? Mara?
Mara could technically, because you cast it at 4th level. If you wanted to have casted on a second person, you could have.
You want to fly, Zant?
Byakko does.
Byakko wants to fly?
Yeah.
All right. Woo!
Yes. Okay, so Byakko, and that's a fly speed of 60,
I think it's
right?
60.
Oh, so this is a long-range pounce attack, if that's okay.
All right. Yeah, she is immune to prone, but you can make the pounce
That's,
attack.
I don't care. Yeah. So Superman dive, pounce attack from
Low
downtown.
gravity.
Yeah. All the above, and Byakko will do his attack, and that's a crit.
Oh snap. Okay.
Super effective.
Yeah, she can't do anything about that.
But he only gets one attack until I do coordinated when I attack, so I'll do the damage. That is pretty good. That's 15 damage from that one attack. And then I'm going to attack for Zant, so he's going to do coordinated attack on his reaction, and that is a 23 to hit for Byakko for the second attack.
That hits this form. Yep.
Okay, so that is another 11 on top of that.
Okay.
And then my turn, and I'm going to fire some light arrows. Can I still use the bowstring? I don't think it'll matter.
You can, yes.
I'm doubting she can roll less than a 15 on any of her saves, but we can try it. Sure, we'll do the bowstring. Well, actually, no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do it.
I will note, in case you want to echo Harmony's concerns, when you fire with the light arrows, it's radiant damage. So Harmony was concerned she might be resistant or immune or something like that.
Well, I can fire one of them and see what
Yeah,
happens.
test it out, feel the waters.
I'll test the
Sure.
waters out and see what happens. So I'll just fire one light arrow. That is a 29 to hit.
That does hit, but the arrow does no damage. Did you use a bowstring on it?
No.
Okay.
The test shot, no.
Yeah, the light just kind of gets absorbed into this moonlight that shrouds her entire being right now and just disappears.
So I think Zant will just say under his breath, should have seen that coming, and then fire 2 magic arrows right afterwards. This one will be the bowstring, probably. Okay, that's a dirty 30 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And then that one will be the bowstring, so I will roll my d10. That's 6. So that is telekinesis, a strength save. Can she get lower than a 15?
She cannot. No.
Okay, then it doesn't matter.
Yep, she's got a big old bonus to strength right now.
Okay. And then the next one is that's probably a miss actually. It's pretty bad. That is 17 to hit.
That one misses.
Okay, so 1 hit. So I get to roll force damage, and oops, this thing. Yep. So that's 11 plus 18, so 29 damage.
Okay. She takes that damage as that arrow thuds into her.
And I will use my bonus action to cast Healing Spirit on myself. And I think that is that. Do I get the healing immediately since it's my turn and I'm in the square?
What does it say?
I have to pull it up. We can do that in a little bit though. I can read it and do it if you don't mind once I pull the spell up. I'll look at it. But otherwise, that's it.
In the meantime, I realize I missed it with Mara, so no worries. But Byakko did come charging into her aura, so Byakko does need to make a wisdom saving
Oh,
throw.
sure.
Yeah. We won't
Whoops.
retcon anything that just happened because I don't want to go back that far, but
Okay, that is a 20. 17 plus 26 for
oh yeah,
Byakko.
Byakko passes. Okay. Byakko is OP. So
Yes,
no blindness for Byakko.
Okay, great.
And yeah, work out your healing spirit, but in the meantime, it is Thaddeus and Lulu.
Okay. So all we've done so far as reinforcement actions is we did a healing, or
The lesser restoration.
yeah, last restoration, and that was 2 uses. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to call Nasria to do a normal attack against her.
Okay.
So let's see. This is a 24 against AC.
For Nazria, let me just double check. I think that hits. Yes, it does. So Nazria comes running by and she just says, "Take that, you bugger!" and just like slams the axe into Nashin's back.
Dealing 14 damage.
I'll be right back. I did get the healing spirit. I healed for 1.
Nice.
So I'll be back.
And then Thaddeus is going to come in.
All right. Then he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Let's see. That is a 24.
That's what you need. So
Yep.
you are not blind.
Then I am going to make 2 attacks. Oh, yeah. He comes in and he says, "Fly all you want. You won't escape Asanahen's vengeance." And that's using his vow of enmity. He's going to get more damage on these attacks. This is a 28 to hit.
That hits for sure.
And another 28 to hit.
Both hits.
Yeah.
As you come in and make these attacks, she says, in a voice that kind of has much less insanity in its notes than her previous voice, she just says, "My sister, but why? The ritual was successful. We are goddesses now. Why are you attacking me?"
I'm not going to put smites on these because I saw what happened to
The radiant arrow. Yeah.
the other radiant arrow. So these are just going to be, but I do get the bonus damage for. Oh wait, no, I don't, because I use my bonus action to do my vow and not change my damage type. Okay. So is I don't get judgment. I don't even get. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, I think it's just not a lot of damage, honestly.
Yeah, this is kind of the opposite of what Thaddeus has trained to deal with.
Right. So 21 damage all told
Okay.
with both
I
attacks.
almost dealt 212 to her. That would have been bad. 21. Okay. She takes that damage and she looks genuinely confused as to why you're attacking her. And she keeps on referring to you as Asanahen, as if you were her sister.
Yeah.
And Lulu?
What is the best thing for Lulu to do here? What does the spell do? I don't know if I've ever used it before. Oh, this is pretty good. Oh, but I think that Protection from Good and Evil is a concentration spell, so I should do it. Maybe Lulu joins Thaddeus. Maybe she comes trampling in, just like knocking Mara out of the way or something. I don't know. I don't know if she can get in there. She's gonna have to like.
She can like get behind Thaddeus.
Yeah.
And that like, yeah, there you go.
She's gonna have to make her own save. Let's see here. Lulu's wisdom save is not that great. Oh, but she's got that over 25. Cool.
25 is a pass. So shoot. Hold on. I have been bad. It should have been doing half damage on a success. We'll just do that to Lulu, and then I'll keep that in mind going forward.
Oh, okay.
So she's not blinded, but she does take 16 points of radiant damage, less if she has resistances.
I don't think that she does, oddly, but
Doesn't look like she does, no.
yeah.
So yes, she takes 16 points of steering radiant damage as she comes flying in, but other than that is unhampered,
Okay.
unhindered.
So she is going to do her attack. And you said she can't be knocked prone, right?
Right.
Okay. So she's just going to do the gore here. Ooh, 29.
That hits
close
for
to a
sure.
crit.
Yep.
So 48 plus 7 piercing. Probably going to be better than Thaddeus's. It's exactly the same, 21 piercing damage.
Yeah, so Lulu sticks her sticks her tusks into Nasheen and kind of looks over her shoulder to see if Zariel saw that. And she's like, Zariel, did you see it? I'm doing good. And that's Lulu's turn. Anything else for Lulu? Okay. Then it is the top of a new round, and Nasheen's form changes again. This time it dissipates in its entirety. That radiant light that she was emitting kind of sucks inward and is replaced by a cloud of living, writhing darkness. There we go. Which engulfs Thaddeus.
Oh shoot.
Let's see. On her turn, we want this one. What can she actually do on her turn itself? Lulu's the one who's concentrating on protection from good and evil, right?
Yes.
Okay. This void of darkness just appears in space where Nasheen was, and these areas of darkness over here, back on this rock, 3 of them begin to swirl violently. Those 3 that I've marked. I think it's just 3. Yep. And then after that, a spike of mental energy hurtles towards Lulu. I need Lulu to make a saving throw using her spellcasting ability, which I think is Wisdom. So a Wisdom saving throw for her.
Okay. Which is good because she's got advantage on that. Which she rolled really bad. That's a 16.
16. Okay. So what level of spell is protection from good and evil?
It's level 1.
Level 1. Okay. She takes 5 points of psychic damage and loses concentration on it.
Oh no. Okay.
And that is the actual turn itself. So let's see who's next. Mara, you are up. You are in the aura. I need you to make this time a strength saving throw.
I get +5 from that is still
Mhm.
okay. So that is 16. +2 +5. What is that? 23?
Mm-hmm.
23, unfortunately, is not enough. You are pulled into Nashin's space, bumping into Thaddeus there. And I guess I'll describe it for both of you. While you are sucked into this void of a creature, you are surrounded by swirling darkness that even true sight cannot penetrate. So actually, Thaddeus, your aura is just now your normal 30 feet, rather than because you can't see anything beyond. So we'll keep that in mind. And you can't hear anything from outside. It is just deafening silence. But Mara, you bump into something that you probably can recognize to be Thaddeus and his armor. And you are stuck in there. Let's see.
Mara actually can see because she's got the blind sight.
That's true. And then, let's see.
And
you focus-
headlights.
Flashlights, yeah.
You
Flashlights
take
are good.
33 points of psychic damage. There we go. As you are pulled straight into the creature. And that's it for now.
Okay, 33 points of damage, and then, but she doesn't really have a form per se. She's just like swirling.
Yeah, like swirling darkness. There's some substance to it. It is a physical form. Like your attacks will still work on it, but
Okay, all right.
it is
Well,
just it's kind of intangible and weird, but solid enough that you could do damage for sure.
all right. Well, let's throw another dagger at her then. Okay, so 16 plus, that is a 30.
30 will hit this form. Yes.
And I want to go ahead and mark off another max damage. So 66 plus, let me roll a d4. Max damage again, 4. Woo!
Didn't even need to roll.
Did you?
And
even have to
then-
roll?
This is actually
Do
a
I get-
dice game. I don't know if it is.
So how much
Do
is
I-
that total again?
That's 70. Do I get any other bonus then?
Your normal
Um,
bonuses.
Yeah, your normal.
Oh yeah,
bonus to hit.
5, 6, 7.
So 77.
So 77. Again, like last
Good
time.
number.
Wait, isn't
yeah,
your thing a
you,
+3 weapon?
Yeah, I added it.
But your dex is 5. So shouldn't it be +8?
It should be plus
I
8.
added it. Oh, I added +7, so it should be +8.
Plus
So it should
8,
be
yeah.
78.
Okay.
So we'll take another one off there. Yeah, you find basically this opportunity as you've been hurled into Thaddeus's body. You find you reach into this creature and you find something at the core that is more solid than the other parts. And it's unclear what exactly it is, but you stab your dagger into it. And you hear, well, you don't hear anything, but you feel this sort of psychic scream lashing out at your brain. But everything is just dead silent while you're in there.
Okay, let me mark my damage from me. All right, so I can't move out, but can I do my offhand attack?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you transport yourself out?
Okay, let me do my offhand real quick
Good try.
first. It's not going to be much, but all right, so it's going to be 13, 27, 27.
Will hit, yes.
Okay, so offhand would just be 24 plus 8. This one's been good. 12.
All right, 12 damage.
Okay, so yeah, since I haven't used one yet, I will call on somebody to transport me out
Who
of
do you want to
there.
call on?
Let's
Who you gonna call?
let's call on Moloch.
Moloch. Okay. You call out to Moloch, who has since transformed into a massive reddish dragon, still with some impish features. Like he has a long scorpion-like tail with a stinger on it, and the wings are still more like fiendish and bat-like, and he kind of has devilish horns. But other than that, very much a dragon. And you hear this loud bellowing from below. Actually, I guess you don't hear anything. Which I guess raises the question of how you would have called out, but someone else would have called out for you, I guess. And the group of you who can see, watch Moloch winging his way towards this field of darkness, plunging through it and pulling Mara out. Where do you want to go?
Let's go. Let's see, how far away is it? I think I want to be still over back by Harmony, behind over there.
Okay.
Wonder if that's far enough away.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Sorry, did you say it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to use 2 charges to do a big attack with Moloch, since he's right there.
Yeah.
If that's cool with you guys. I don't know if we're going to need more help, but I suppose that can come in the next round.
I was
too.
thinking about transporting Thaddeus out as well,
Oh yeah,
because I don't know what's going to happen to him if he's sucked in there.
that's probably smarter. But he's just going to have to go straight back in.
Well, he could be
Fight again.
outside of it, right?
I'm not going to attack this round, so. If
Right,
you're
then-
ready for me.
I guess then if Moloch comes back flying to bring Mara over, I'll be like, hey, go back and get Thaddeus.
Yeah, and he does this like big looping turn where he does like a full like 360, and he comes back around and he opens. Oh, wait, you want him to
You
pull
look
Thaddeus out?
gorgeous. Yeah, basically transport Thaddeus.
All
That's
right.
what I want him to do.
And he reaches his claws out, and Thaddeus, you feel these big draconic claws grip on you as he once again flies through the darkness and pulls Thaddeus out. Where would you like him to take Thaddeus?
Let's do it like up here. If you can see where I'm thinking.
Like up there?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll work. Yeah, and then I'm going to experimentally shoot one of my stars at the blob of ick. The blob of ick. I should write down how many stars I have too. 7.
Do my damage.
Okay, and then it is, I think, a spell attack. Ooh, that's not bad. So that's a 32 to hit.
That hits.
I forgot I have a plus 16 to hit now.
It's more than me.
So then 4d12 radiant damage. Just pluck my d12s out of here real quick. No max damage, but that's all right. It's all right. So that's 16 plus 7 is 23, 24 radiant damage.
Okay. The starlight pierces into this void of darkness, and you see this kind of small mini explosion of light at its core. It deals damage. The thing kind of psychically roars
Does it
across the
seem
battlefield.
like as much as I wanted it to, or less, or
I mean,
more?
it's hard to tell because of
More?
the form of this thing, but I'll tell you, yes, full damage.
Okay.
It's not vulnerable.
It's not vulnerable though.
Dang it.
Okay. Hey, but at least it did damage. Cool. All right. So I'm going to, take advantage of this and go ahead and cast Sunbeam with my action to do more radiant damage while we're here.
Between Zant and Thaddeus and Harmony, Ethan would have to be. He would just like be laying down and die. If he
I was
lost
like,
4
oh
to radiant
boy.
damage.
I
was like,
know,
a
that's true.
darkness
That's
thing.
true. Well, I thought maybe
No, I
when
guess I
she's
should
in this
say
form.
it's more like, it's almost like you're looking, I mean, your characters wouldn't have a reference point for it, but it's almost like you're looking at a mini black hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Then I'm going to just shoot my Sunbeam. I believe that's a
Does
Dexterity.
spaghettification happen with this
con
black hole?
save?
No, I mean it looks
No.
like that, but it's not.
Oh.
It's a
actually
it's a
black hole.
con save.
Well,
Okay.
would you know it's really good at con?
I think it takes half as much on a failures.
31. Does that do it?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, let's see. I just had it out here. I think it's half as much. Yeah, so it takes half damage, and it's not blinded. But I think I might need to dig out some more d8s from my bag. Is it? Why did I keep? Why do I keep putting
Sunbeam?
Sunbeam? Yeah, on a failed save, it takes 68 radiant damage and is blinded. On a successful save, it takes half as much damage and isn't blinded. Keep this up.
Gotcha.
Yep. All right, 1, 2. Where are all my d8s and why did they look like d10s? 3. Which one am I missing? This one. There's 4. Ooh, max damage on one. I get to roll another one. Get some more out here. Sorry, don't mind me.
Guys, we've already done over 400 damage.
All right, so this is 7, 8. And then I get to roll one more because I rolled an 8 on one of them. Okay, it's not that much, but that's fine. Let's see here. 10. That was a 6. 10, 16 plus 8 is 24, plus 7 is 31, plus 7 is 38, plus 1 is 39 radiant damage. Halved.
Then halved down to 18, 19? 19.
How long have you had that? Stop.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I feel like, or actually, is that the end of your turn?
I think I would also like to move, but is this, that's 10 feet, isn't it? So I can't really jump there, but I could jump, wait, could I jump that way?
Yeah, you could jump in any direction you want right now, I think, because you can just barely make it onto the lower rock.
Right, so I'm gonna jump this way, which is 10, 15, 20, 30.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to be like over there. That's where I want to go.
I think that checks out.
Yeah. And then I'm,
Okay.
yeah,
Then
that's
at
my
the
turn.
end of your turn, the mini black hole that is this void will move. Doesn't get to go very far. Sure. It'll move down onto Byakko and Lulu.
No. Crap.
Cool. Then it is Xant's turn.
All right. Does Byakko need to do something?
Yes, Byakko needs to make a strength saving throw.
He's pretty good at these. He's very good at these. It's a. Let's see what his plus is. 30.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so he passes. Is he? I think he takes no damage on a success. Successful save. Oh no, it does take half. So he takes 16 psychic damage and is not pulled towards the center, though he already is in the center. So.
Okay. Can he move out or?
If he, well, he made a save, so yes, he could move out.
Oh,
if
thank
he wants
goodness.
to.
Okay.
It is difficult terrain out to 20 feet away from this thing, though.
Shoot. Okay. Well, he'll at least move. I think he will probably claw at it twice. Well, So I'm gonna make an attack. Does coordinate attack have to be the target of my attack? I never thought about that.
I think it's just when you make an attack.
Yeah, when you make an attack, if they can see you. Okay, so he's gonna do. I'm gonna make an attack on my turn.
He cannot see you right now, though. He
Oh, so
is
he's gonna
engulfed in
move
the
5
darkness.
feet first and then do his attack.
Yep, that checks out.
So I have a question. So those the other black darkness locations that I can take care of. Can you
Mhm.
explain again what's going on with the red dotted ones?
Since this creature took its turn, they're swirling a little bit more violently, but you don't
Mhm.
really know what that signifies.
But just those 3.
Just those 3.
Okay, so my turn's gonna be very simple then, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna shoot 3 light arrows at 3. Unless you can let me shish kebab 2.
Nope. Unfortunately, it's
Okay.
one for one.
Then I will do 1-to-1 all 3 of the red dotted ones. Poof, poof, poof. Unless do I need to roll anything or does it just happen?
Nope.
Okay, so
You
poof,
can
they're
just hit
gone.
them.
Simple. And that was an attack action. So
Mhm.
Byaka's gonna do 2 attacks, one with his regular, one with coordinated attack. That is a 27 on the first hit, and
do it.
a 26 on the second one. And then his damage is below average. But it is 14 with those 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yep. And then, oh wait, no, I did that wrong. I didn't add his other bonus to all these attacks I've been doing. Sorry, hold on a second. That's actually 26. Somehow I completely
So
missed
another 12.
his bonus. I just like just doing like straight up. I don't know why I've been not thinking about that. Yes.
Yeah, Byakko claws again at the somewhat like solid parts of this thing, and there are tears that appear briefly before like the void swirls back into form.
Healing Spirit will heal me for 1 again, like
Good
it always
stuff.
does. Byakko will, I guess, so he said difficult terrain. He's got 60 feet. I guess it's basically so 10,
He's already used 10 feet.
20, 30. And then you said how far away from it?
The next square stops being difficult terrain.
So you can move normally now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's gonna move like over here. Maybe like over here-ish, yeah.
Okay.
And then, can't do anything with my bonus. I guess that's it.
Okay. Let's see. We'll take a legendary action because I've been forgetting to do them. And we'll do this. Just gotta grab something. Here we go.
Oh,
A big sphere of darkness appears over Harmony.
So I'm emitting light from my hand,
Oh,
but
that's a good
also from
point.
my head.
That's a good point.
How
Your
does that
light
affect
would
this?
dispel this, so actually it will place it here instead, because it would know that. So I forgot about your light.
Yeah, I'm emitting light in like a 30-foot radius right now, I
just hang out next to you.
think. Yeah, 30-foot
so
radius.
We'll instead put it on Mara and Byakko there.
I tried, but she
Uh,
moved.
Then it is Thaddeus and Lulu.
Okay. So Lulu's got to make a save, right?
Strength save. Yep.
She rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
no.
So Lulu takes that 33 points of psychic damage, and can't get any more pulled to the center of this. Well, I guess maybe a little bit. It's pulled directly into the thing.
Ooh, concentric.
Okay. Where are we at on actions? On like reinforcement actions?
1 left, I think.
1 left. Okay.
Yeah, because you've just had Moloch pull 2 people out of darkness so far.
Yeah. Well, Thaddeus for his turn is going to point at Nasheen and say, "In Asana's name, be gone!" and cast banishment.
Okay. I will make a save against that.
You already know what it is. DC is 19.
The save against it is 30.
Okay.
So success.
Okay. Let's see. For his bonus action, he is going to change his damage type. Wait, he can't actually. I don't think. Aberration is not one of the damage types he can do.
Is it
He
not?
can judge. Nope.
Thought it was. I'm going to add it. If it's not on there, it is.
Okay.
It should be.
Okay.
It was my intention that it would be for this fight. So
Gotcha. Maybe that's part of my blessing.
Yep.
Let's see.
that's my bad for not checking beforehand, but I had a lot of things to check.
No
So-
worries. Yeah, then he'll change his damage type to aberration. But that's his action already. Lulu is going to try and escape. What does she have to do there?
Make a strength saving throw again. This one won't have damage attached to it. It's purely an attempt to escape.
Okay. What is her? I didn't even bother to check what her modifier was because I rolled a 1. Let's see. It's a dirty 20, which I don't think is enough.
No, so she is kind of stuck there.
Yeah, I guess that's all we are doing.
Okay. Then at the end of your turn,
Are you the very last person?
I'm last in there.
Oh, we should use our last reinforcement then on your turn.
We should. You're right.
Um,
Let's do, I guess, a healing spell.
Yeah,
Healing
that
spell
sounds good to me.
Mass healing word, and I will have Corey do this one.
Mass healing word takes 2. You have to pick, like, I think just
No.
healing word.
No,
healing word
mass
is
cure
1.
wounds.
Cure
Yeah.
wounds is 2.
Mass cure wounds, I'm sorry, is
Yep.
2.
It's as if they're.
Oh, is
both
there a
named
mass healing word?
It's the
something.
first
for
one, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
No worries.
You better be.
I saw just healing word. I didn't know mass healing word
Yeah.
was a thing. All right, never mind.
So let's see. It can be up to 6 creatures within a 60-foot area.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where a good place to.
We've
send
kind
that
of all
is.
pretty spread
4.
out right now.
So
We are
60
super
feet.
spread out. Thaddeus is doing.
It's a
great.
60-foot radius.
Yeah, it would be.
That's
so actually, I guess
huge.
you can get
hit
pretty
like
much
everybody.
everyone. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can hit
Um,
everybody.
Let's see. But everybody, I probably couldn't get Mara and Byako because
Do you have to see them?
you have to see them.
That's true. Or
Might not.
Lulu as well.
I wouldn't be able to get. So yeah, Zant and Harmony and Thaddeus are all going to get whatever we roll here.
Cool.
1d4 plus the spellcasting modifier. What does that work out? to?
5.
Okay. So we all get back. Oh, max 9.
Sweet.
And Corey hasn't showed up for a long time. Nick, what does it look like when Corey is called upon to do some healing?
I think she like the last time we saw her, one of her arms was with it, but she's looking much better these days. Yeah, I think she kind of. I don't even know if Thaddeus necessarily calls on her. It's just she kind of shows up and says, "Looks like you could use some help," and casts the mass healing word before ducking back again.
That's right, because Thaddeus never met Corey, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Thaddeus would just see this dryad woman show up, because she was a dryad, right?
She was a giant.
Druid.
A druid. A dryad.
A dryad druid.
Pop up for a moment, throw some healing in the direction of the party, and then go back off to heal some other fighters
Sweet.
off fighting against these aberrant creatures.
You should roll for my healing spirit next time, because I keep getting 1s. You got max.
Okay, so then now actually at the end of that turn, Nashin, what can you do? You can't do much. She will just move, bringing Lulu with her over to here. And then at the top of a new round of initiative, she transforms. If I can remember how to actually do that, there we go. Back into the form of the Elven Queen, and Lulu is kind of, I guess, pushed to the side. And then it is her turn because she's right at the top of the initiative, of course. She will instantly begin to cast another spell.
Do I recognize the spell?
Well, let's find out.
I got a 15.
I got more than that. Maths. 21.
Neither of you recognize the spell.
Does it? Okay, I guess answering that would mean I recognize it. So. Okay, fine. I'll counterspell.
Okay, make that
At
roll.
4th level?
Okay, yeah,
No,
you are
3rd
still,
level.
You are
Third
still
level.
going to have to roll.
3rd level.
Um,
3rd level counterspell. Okay.
who can she target with this?
That's a 19.
19, because it's 10 plus. Yes, that counters it.
Oh, nice job.
So that spell fizzles.
Great.
However, as part of casting the spell,
I was going to say, does it look like the same thing she was trying to do the first time? But I was like, but that would mean I recognize it.
actually, Harmony would instantly dispel that. You know what? She'll just place some more here. One on Zant.
No. I hate these things.
Thaddeus is glowing too.
He just hang out next to you guys.
That's 3. 4.
So, do I notice that she's avoiding placing these near me?
I mean, yeah, none of the darkness appears on you, so I suppose so.
Okay.
If you just run by it, would you dispel it?
That's what I was going to try to find out.
Oh my gosh, please.
It wouldn't dispel it, but like for the time that you're there, it would not be effective, basically. Because I say dispel, but that's kind of the wrong word. If she placed it on you, it just wouldn't do anything until you left that area, which is why she's placing them elsewhere.
My radius is 30 feet of light.
I guess maybe I should actually give that to you.
That
so
might
that we
make
can
it
track
easier.
it.
Yeah. So like
What is Thaddeus's radius of light?
that's 30 feet.
By default, it's also 30.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
30 feet. So these are all within my radius of
Let's
light.
turn your high beams on for this fight.
And I have 2 spells that are both casting light and giving me a 30-foot radius of light. So I don't know if that means it's brighter than it would
It does
normally
not.
be.
Ethan,
Technically.
I'm about to be a bit of a gremlin here.
Okay, be a groan. What's up? Did you say groan?
I said gremlin.
Gremlin.
Um,
That's not the color I meant.
I said out loud, I like specifically said during, I don't know if it was the last session on before, but when we were in Farendel, Thaddeus was standing around and he increased the aura, like the radius of his sword's brightness aura. And I don't think he ever decreased it since then.
Sure.
Is it still ridiculous?
What is it? What can it increase to?
60 feet radius.
Yeah, it'd still be ridiculous.
Nice.
That's not a gremlin. That's just really good for you.
Oh my gosh.
This map is now ridiculous.
This is amazing.
Is there a way that I can make it so just you see the auras?
I mean, it does bother
blocking
me.
everything. Okay.
But
sure.
also it's good for the video because then, you know, everybody can see it.
So that's what I'm asking about these darkness blobs that are within the aura of light. What happens to those?
Am I just gonna get
They
like
just are
pulverized by them?
suppressed. They're suppressed. Okay. That is
Even the big one that's over Mara.
Even the big one that's over Mara.
Oh, so they could
So,
have been
so they
targeted.
can see right now, and
They
they
could
could
have-
have been targeted
yeah,
by
by the healing spell.
word.
But
So
I don't want to
you-
retcon it. So
Oh dang it!
Dang. Can't get 9 HP
It
back.
I
was
haven't-
9 HP.
there's been a lot of things that I've been forgetting, and I haven't
Yeah,
been retconning stuff.
That's
So
fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
that's just the way we're doing it because there's so much going on.
Byakko forgives you.
Um,
I don't know about Mara though.
It's fine.
Whose actual turn was it? It was her turn.
Yes.
I think that's all she can do on her actual turn. So it is Mara's turn. You may not be within the darkness. You are within her aura. So I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, not strength.
Oh, actually, one other thing she can do on her turn is move up this way. There we go. There's something.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. Where is she? Oh, okay. Okay, wisdom. All right.
Also, Ethan, I think if you put those on the map layer, we can still see them, and then they'll be below the tokens. If you
Oh,
wanted to
really?
do that, yeah, I believe
I was
so.
putting them on the GM.
I don't
layer.
know. Is the map's also on the map there, though, right?
Yeah,
So you would have to reorder them.
that seems like a lot
Depending,
of work. I'm
you
not
could
going to do
we
that.
could just not worry about it.
I'll just put them on the GM layer for now.
You might be able to change the transparency too, but I'm not sure on top of my head.
I'm not going to bother with it.
It's okay.
So 18 plus 5, I got a 23.
On the saving throw
Mhm.
is not a success. So for this saving throw, I need you to roll a D10.
7.
With a 7, you use your action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach, and that creature cannot be Nasheen because you're charmed by her. So it has to be Lulu.
Okay, so, but I can use a different weapon.
It's got to be a melee attack, so it'd be one of your daggers. But you don't have to
okay.
sneak attack. She can't
Okay.
make you sneak attack.
All right. I don't roll to hit because it hits. So it's just a D4 plus 8. I keep rolling 4s. It's weird. Okay, so 12 damage. Sorry, Lulu. She made me do it.
Yeah, this sort of maddening confusion takes over your mind for a moment, and you believe that Nasheen has appeared behind you, and you stab out, but it's then your mind sort of regain your sanity, and you realize that it was actually Lulu behind you, and you've plunged your dagger into Lulu's leg, and she says, "Ow!" So
I'm
that's
really, really sorry.
that's your action, but you can still do other stuff on your turn.
Okay.
You can use a bonus action because you did attack.
And she didn't really move.
She's charmed, so
past
she
me.
can't attack
That's true.
That is
Nasheen.
true.
Okay. But I can
So-
call
so don't
someone
do that.
else. I can call someone else to do it.
If you want to, yep.
So let's call Kamiko. Plus 10 to hit. Okay, so 13 plus, so 23, 13
23
plus 10.
to hit.
Mhm.
Does hit. Yep, she can't even shield that.
Okay, and so it says 2d10 plus 5 magical.
Mhm.
Okay,
Sorry, I'm just trying
so-
to read up on darkness to make sure that I'm doing things right, and I think we are. So
All
we're
right.
good.
So 17 damage.
Oops, I almost took that away from the wrong form. There we go. 17 damage to the Fey form. Okay, so how do you call out to Kameko? What do you say?
I say, all right, she's got me thinking crazy. I need some help, please. Come get her for me.
And she comes running across the sky in your direction. There's several of these angel creatures sort of like hot on her tail. But she does this maneuver where she kind of runs along the underside of the asteroid that you're on and comes running up the side of it like in Mario Galaxy. Does a couple quick punches and then takes off the other direction, leaving the aberrant angels kind of like turned around. And as she makes those punches, she just says, in Keen, looks like things are going well. See you on the other side. And she runs off to keep fighting more of these aberrant angels.
I was hoping she'd say, "Waha!"
It's a me, Kameko.
Kameko. Woohoo!
Okay. So is that it for Mara?
Can I still move?
Yeah, you
I
can.
haven't moved, so I am going to fly down towards Mara. I mean, towards Harmony.
Sounds good. In which case, at the end of your turn, she will begin casting another spell.
Don't form a fucking line.
Do
I can't-
know what the
can't do
spell is? Let me check.
I already used my reaction.
I got it.
You actually can't see Zant because
Oh, I don't know what the
only
spell
one in
is.
darkness. Yep.
No.
What
Don't get
is
out of
the
this.
spell? I need to think.
I don't know what the spell is.
She'll do that one against Mara. So let's see. Mara, can you make me an intelligence saving throw?
No, no.
Her
That's
greatest
the worst.
saving throw.
I know.
You have like an 8 or something.
Okay, intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 12 plus 6.
Okay,
It's
so that
18.
is a failure. You take, I actually have to roll damage because I don't have the average damage here. 11 points of psychic damage as this psychic whip kind of lashes out from her hand and connects with you.
Cruel irony.
So 11 points of psychic damage until or on your next turn. Here's the important part. You get a move, an action, or a bonus action, but only one of the 3. So keep that in mind for Mara's next turn.
Okay.
Mara's like, I got whipped.
And in fact, I will give you a little mark. Which one would indicate this?
A whip marker.
I still have a mark on me. Was that from confusion or?
That was from
Could
invisibility.
I couldn't use my missile snaring gloves to grab the end of it.
Unfortunately, no. It's a psychic whip. None
You
of
could
these
think
marks
about
are
it though.
right. Here, I'll just do the snail. Okay, that's her legendary action. So it is Harmony's turn.
Cool. How are we feeling about using some of those ally moves?
I can't see.
You big baby. Yeah, I'm going to just leave you there.
No.
And you can walk out of the darkness.
I don't
want to
get hurt. It's gonna hurt me though.
No,
I don't want to get hurt.
What did you
I
want?
have a different plan for you, so I'm
Fine.
just going to. I would really love to be able to use one of these big attacks. But I did have a question first.
Yeah.
So we've been doing damage to her in her various forms. Does it look like that damage is being carried over, or does it look like when she came back to her elf form? Did
that
she
seems like you would
recover a
want to
little,
make
or-
a perception check.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't have to take your action or anything, but
Well, that's not great. That's only like a 10. Yeah, that's a 10.
yeah. So far, I mean, like her shadowy form was different enough from the other forms that it's kind of hard to gauge. And when she was in her godly form, she was so radiant that it was hard to tell. So So at this point, you're kind of unsure.
Cool. You know what? Then I'm gonna save the big attack, I think. Maybe. And I'll go ahead and call Mandus to pick up the whiny baby in the dark cloud over there and put him somewhere where he can see again.
Okay. As you call out, you hear Mandus in a big bellowing roar shout, "I'm on it!" And you see him winging his way your direction in his large silver dragon form. And he scoops up Zant. And where do you want to put Zant?
In one of these very nice auras. Let's see.
You pick a spot.
Do I get to pick? 'Cause it's my turn.
Sure. Where do you want to put him? Harmony?
Put me far in the corner so I can't bother anybody.
I mean, that's basically what I was gonna do. I was gonna put you like maybe like here.
Preferably healing spirit can only move 30 feet. That's okay if we miss a turn. It doesn't heal that much anyways.
Yeah, it's only giving you 1 hit point each time. Like,
Well, if someone else rolls it, I'm sure it'll give it 6.
that's where I want to put you right there.
That's fine. Well, Thaddeus is gonna move. Maybe like over here-ish.
Oh my god. Fine. Go wherever the fuck you want to go. Then.
All right.
All right. Harmony.
All right. Yep. So that happens, and then I'm going to. I can't. I don't have a line on her right now because of Lulu. So I'm going to come up here, like there. I think.
Yep.
Or,
Looks
yeah.
good.
Yeah. And yeah, sunbeam in her face.
For her.
Saving con save.
In her Archfey form, she's not very good at con saves, so good call. But she does roll a natural 20 on the save.
Of course she does.
For a total of 25.
Yeah, that passes. But I did roll max damage on 1 die again, so I get to add another d8. Just squeeze these out of here. Ooh, okay, it's not bad. It's exactly average. So that's 10, 20, 36 radiant damage from the sunbeam. And what the heck, I'll throw another mote at her.
Take one for the road.
Let me make sure.
Ooh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit because that's a 17 on die and I have a plus 16. So,
Oh yeah,
so
that hits.
33
Mm.
to hit.
33.
Oh man, so close to rolling max. It was an 11 on one of them. Okay, so that's 16, 18, 19 additional.
Okay. 2 big blasts of radiant damage against her, and she kind of staggers back at that. And she looks at you and she says, "Coralon, my father and mother, why are you doing this to me?"
Wake up! We aren't who you think we are. Yeah,
Anything else
that's
from Harmony?
No,
Okay.
that's it. That's my turn.
Then at the end of her turn, or at the end of your turn,
So it was
yes.
only half damage on the sunbeam, right? Okay.
She will teleport to a new location. Right over here by Zant. Then it is Zant's turn, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Great. I will do that. I got a 22.
That is not enough. So I need you to roll a d10 as you are the charmed and confusing effect takes a hold of you.
5.
On a 5, let's see. You unfortunately do not move or take actions, but you can do bonus actions.
Okay. I can move the healing spirit. How's Harmony doing?
I mean, I'm all right, but
Do you want a
I'll
little
take it.
little
I'll
tiny?
take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So on your turn, we can roll that. Otherwise, Byakko can go still. I think that's all I can do without anything else. So Byakko will do a pounce.
All right. When he moves in, he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, come on, Byakko. Do better than me. Get a 20 again. Yep, he got a natural 20. Okay.
Okay, Byakko's good.
God, Byakko. Calm
Byakko's
down.
OP.
He's gotten natural.
Seriously.
He's gotten like 4 natural 20s, and one of them was
He's
a double.
beast.
He is a beast. Okay, so he's gonna do his attacks.
Actually, he's a spirit, technically.
That's true.
All right, guys. The first one is a 28 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, actually, so DC 18 strength save.
Yeah, she can be
If-
prone, so...
It doesn't work, then he only gets 1 attack, because I did not attack on my turn.
Strength save, you said.
I did.
With a good old +1 to this roll. 15.
Fail. So I'm going to take
So
a second
prone.
attack at advantage. And that's 22 to hit.
That does... yeah, even if she shields.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll do 2 attacks, or 2 damages. Let's see. That is 28 damage for both attacks.
Okay, 28 damage.
Byakko's done more damage than Zant this combat.
The claws rake into that sort of starry dress that she's wearing, and she seems utterly confused by why there is this tiger here. She's just bewildered by Byakko's very presence,
Yeah.
especially a flying tiger.
Yeah, who would have thought? Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay. Then she should have one more legendary action. So she will teleport. Does she want to teleport or does she want to do that? I know what she'll do. I know what she'll do. This makes sense. She does something, but none of you can really see the effect of it at this point.
Oh, can I perceive if the damage is carrying over now that I can see again?
Oh yeah, you want to make a perception check?
Yeah, I
Sure.
do. That is a 23.
Yeah, so watching closely as this battle has played out, each time there's a form shift, it seems like it is a whole new creature that you are coming against. However, when she shifted back to the Archfey form, the old wounds from the first time she was the Archfey lingered.
Interesting.
So you're fighting against 3 separate creatures, basically,
Wow.
with 3 separate health bars.
I wonder if she will stop being able to change into one if we destroy it.
That's a
a
good
good
question.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can find out, I guess.
Anything else for Zant and Byakko?
Nope.
Okay, and then it is Thaddeus and Lulu.
We have 2 reinforcements remaining, I believe, right?
We do. We might get a big attack. Thaddeus is going to come in. Actually,
And make a wisdom saving throw as he does.
I think Harmony used one and I used one actually.
What did Mara do?
You didn't use
I
one.
don't think you did one.
Because I couldn't move.
She had Kameko
she did.
come in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
did.
you're
That was
right.
this- that
So
was
we
this
do have
round.
just one
You're
left.
right. Good call. I believe
Sorry,
your
I just
notes.
want to be on the up and up.
Anyway, Thaddeus gets like a 32. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that hits. And he did have advantage because she's prone. So,
Oh no, that was the saving throw.
oh, then yeah,
I haven't done my
success.
attacks yet. And then he's going to do 2 attacks because she is prone, and also out of enmity, and all sorts of other reasons, probably.
Probably.
It's a 28, which I keep rolling. And there's my crit.
All right. Well, the 28 definitely hits.
Yeah.
and so does the crit.
Get him!
Yeah. I am definitely going to put a 4th level smite on that.
You gonna maximize it?
I am going to
Oh,
maximize
heck
that 4th level
yes.
smite.
Let's see if she can change back to this form now.
So let me.
I mean, this form is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
And you said it's just the smite damage that gets maximized.
Just the
right?
smite damage is
Okay.
maximized. Yep.
All right, let's see. So that is.
The base attack is still rolled normally.
Yeah. A lot of stuff I have to do with this one.
She's currently a Fae. I don't know if you changed the sword.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Or I would have. I guess I didn't say that I did.
No, you can do it. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything else to do with my bonus action right now. Okay, so.
This is going to be so much.
Go, Thaddy, smitey, smitey, Thaddy.
SMIT.
Got me thinking that with a whole spirit, Biako. We got spirit. Yes, we do.
I'm gonna put a
Oh.
2nd level smite on the one that didn't crit. Let's see here. So the crit was a 113.
113 damage. Okay.
And on the 2nd level smite, I'm sorry I have so much math to do, y'all.
No, do your thing.
It's alright, you've seen my turns before.
Yeah.
And nothing will ever beat when Harmony casts Prismatic Spray.
Prismatic spray, yeah. That is the super turn.
You know, the only downside to only having one target in this fight. There's no point in casting prismatic spray.
Except for the fact that we love to see it.
It's a pretty great
Love to
spell.
see it.
I mean, if I could hit one target multiple times with
Oh
the
my
spell,
gosh, that'd be so good.
I would do it.
That'd be really good.
45 damage on the other hit.
Okay. This form is still holding up, but that does significantly injure her. What does this look like as you come in swinging?
Yeah, I think if it doesn't I think it's just like basically it's just like a super fast flurry of attacks is what the Divine Smite is doing. And she's like trying to block with her arms, but it's just like just carving up her arms basically.
And the bursts of light are just searing against her skin. Yep. And she cries out, "Sister, why?"
And then it's Lulu's turn.
Yep.
Let's see. How's everyone doing on health?
I'm doing okay.
I'm all right.
Not
Same.
time for heal yet. What can Lulu do that would be good? You know what? I think she's gonna fly in and try and gore.
Okay. As she flies in, she's got to make the wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Ooh, bad. That's a dirty 20.
That's not a success, so I need you to roll a d10.
What's the radius on that for the save?
For Nashin's radius? You don't really know.
Because I mean, it would happen right when Lulu
I guess
enters
that's a good point.
the
It's
radius, so
right there.
she might not be in range of something if she has to attack.
That's a good point. So I've moved her to where it would take effect.
She got a 5.
5 does not move or take actions. So
Okay.
that unfortunately kind of halts Lulu's momentum as she's dazed in the spot.
Okay.
Lulu,
That's
how
it
about
for-
Luna?
Team Thaddeus.
Okay, I think that Nashin used all 3 of her legendary actions.
Oh,
so
wait. I don't think we used all of our legendary actions, so I'm gonna have Bree, why not come in and make a normal attack?
Bree, you said?
Oh, sweet.
All right. So yeah, Bree is staying at range from these things, and she is shooting at them with her her rifle. But when the group of you call for her to come and join in for an attack, she comes running overhead, kind of does a slide on her knees, aims down with the rifle, and
A 19 probably doesn't hit her, I bet.
it would, but Nasheen. So Bree fires downward and is like, "Take this, you crazy lady!" And she fires the musket downward. But Nasheen, prone on the ground, throws up a shimmering shield of moonlight just in time.
Okay.
Unfortunately, blocking it. And then at the end of the round and the start of Nasheen's first turn or next turn, she grows
is.
back into her deity form and will no longer be prone. And I think that's where we have to stop for tonight because that's the top of a round.
Okay.
So we will pick up back there next week, Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you guys as always for playing and for putting up with me as I'm trying to make sense of all the mechanics I tried to put in there. And thank you everyone for watching. We hope to see you again next time. Have a good night. Bye.